Good afternoon, listeners. Welcome to the second episode of Podcast with Prasanth Bose, Love Yourself series. Before we begin today's episode, I would like to take some time to thank all of you who messaged me and called me to give me feedback on my first episode. I'm very happy to know that you found it interesting and a lot of you could connect to it. To be honest, when I did the first episode, I never thought that I would get such an overwhelming response. My mentor, my brother, and my podcast inspiration, Mr. Arvind Chandrasekhar, was the first person to tell me that what I had to say in terms of my topics, there would be a lot of people wanting to hear that. So keep going and consistently talk. There were a few people who told me that my podcast hit them hard and they became too emotional. Why? Because they were going through a phase in life where they were no more able to love themselves. And my words and experiences made them feel good and inspired them to change. And again, guys, if I was able to touch one life, that's a huge success for me. Once again, thank you everyone for your kind words, your support and inspiration. It means a lot to me. From my experience, when we go through a bad phase in life, we clearly know that we are not happy. We know that we do not feel good. And most importantly, we wish we could change. Sometimes we even hope that someone comes into our life to help us get through this. But the reality is, this is your life and your sole responsibility and decision, whether to continue being sad or to make a change. No one's going to come and miraculously change your life. But if you break this complex situation down, you will see clearly that the solution is a more simpler one. In my opinion, the first step is always the most challenging and difficult one. If you can take that first baby step to do one thing that you love doing, that one thing that will give you happiness, you will break your pattern, and this will enhance your mood. Folks, don't take my word for this. There's proven research on this topic, and probably you have all read about how various activities affect your body and brain by releasing various hormones. Let me give you some examples. When you listen to music that you like, try something new, do something creative, or even tick something off your bucket list, your body releases dopamine, which is known as the reward chemical. This is why when you do these kind of activities, you feel rewarded, satisfied, and happy. Next, when you exercise or meditate or eat healthy meals, your mood lightens up. Do you know why? This is because your body releases serotonin, which helps you achieve good mood. Now let's talk about another happiness hormone, which is my favorite. Have you noticed when you hug someone, or spend some time with your friends, or do something nice for a stranger, you feel so happy and good? That's the effect of oxytocin, the love hormone. And then there is endorphins, also known as pain reliever. When you take a hot bath, laugh a lot, etc., you relieve your pain. So let me summarize these hormones for you. Dopamine, the reward chemical, enables motivation, learning, and pleasure. It gives you determination needed to accomplish goals. Serotonin, the mood stabilizer, makes you feel confident, regulates sleep and memory. Oxytocin, the love hormone, gives you feeling of trust and motivates you to build sustainable relationships. And finally, endorphin, the painkiller, helps you respond to pain and stress and to alleviate anxiety and depression. So the point I'm trying to make here is, whenever you're feeling down and depressed and feeling helpless, if you take small steps to do any of these activities, you will feel better. And how am I saying this with so much confidence? The answer is very simple. I tell this out of my own experience. In the past 2 months, I've been consciously and unconsciously practicing things that help my body release these hormones. And I've never been this happy in life. I can say with absolute honesty that not a single day in these past 60 days have I felt depressed. I try new activities such as pottery making, cooking some new dishes, playing fun golf. I sometimes go for cycling. I do meal prep. of healthy food. I meet friends, make new friends. I even make Insta reels on regular basis. But if you ask me, the first step was the hardest. Once I took that first step, there was no looking back. So my advice to all those of you who are struggling to be happy is, try to break your pattern. Let me remind you of this quote. If you are going through hell, keep going. Why would you want to stop in hell? With that thought, I leave you all today. Until next time, stay happy and keep loving yourself. This is Prasanth Bose signing off.